Japanoblog, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about what it's going to take to get your pets relocated to Japan. This is mainly for cats or dogs. We don't know about lizards, hamsters, goldfish, any of that stuff. So let's get started.
Now we recently just got our 2 cats started in the process, and the process is a little more complicated than we would expect.
So don't mind if we're looking down or reading off a list because it's actually kind of complicated. It's not impossible, so don't think you can't take your pet. It's just going to take a while to get this done. And one of our cats might be joining us anyway. Alright, so here we go. So the first thing you're going to have to do is you're actually going to have to get your pets microchipped. If you haven't heard of microchipping, it's a lot like an ID tag, but it's a little, might only be about this big of a chip that is now inside of your pet that they scan to get the information.
Yeah.
And here's Chi. The microchip is actually up here in between your shoulder blades. It's the best place to put it. It wasn't a horrible process. It didn't take that long, and it was only about $30 to $50.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad thing. Even if you're not going to Japan, get your pets microchipped, so if they get lost, they can come home.
And the information on the microchip is registered in a database, so if you move around, it can be updated.
Yep. The cool thing with this one is if your pet is lost, it's a national database, so your pet will be able to come home.
Yeah.
Because they'll be able to get your information.
Yeah. Now, after the microchipping, because that's an important part, after that, you must have them vaccinated for rabies. Twice. Now this sounds a little complex, but you must have them vaccinated for rabies after the microchip is inserted. Before, doesn't count. We had our cats vaccinated for rabies many years ago, but that didn't count. It has to be after the microchip is inserted.
Now, it doesn't have to be the specialty rabies shot that they have to get. You can get the cheaper one, the more economically friendly one. The big thing with this is, even if you've been really up to date on your shots, you have to get a new one. And luckily the rabies shot doesn't hurt your pets, so it's not going to cause any damage to have this happen.
Yeah. And then after at least 31 days, you have to get another rabies shot. Now for a lot of us that seems kind of stupid. I mean, you have a rabies shot that's good for 3 years. Why do you need one a month later? Don't ask us, we didn't make the rules.
The biggest thing we believe that's possible is the fact that Japan is an island nation, and because of that, they have a tighter control on their rabies, which we completely understand. You know, that's just how it is. Alright, number 3, you have to have a blood test done. This is for both cats and dogs, but if you're taking a dog, your blood test has to be sent to Japan. With our cats, we just have to send it to a designated lab in Kansas, and they will get the blood work done. Again, dogs, you must send their blood work to Japan, to one of their labs.
Yeah.
Now, quick disclaimer.
We are in a non-designated part of the U.S. Now, on the site that we're going to reference, there are a few designated areas where you can just ship your pets over, not a problem.
Hawaii.
But because we're in a non-designated area, we have to go through this gigantic, lengthy, complicated process.
Again, it's not horribly complicated, it's more lengthy than anything else, which is why we're doing this video. Step number 4.
You have to wait at least 180 days, that's half a year, and then get another blood test.
Which is why we're doing this now. A little more information. I just had an interview today with a company to go to Japan. We thought for a while that I would be there before Kyle. This company would have me out in August. So even by this point, in January, this would be July by the time we're having to get our second blood test. So if that gives you an idea, it still might come down to the fact that I would be over there sooner so Kyle could take care of the cats. But again, as the process goes along, we'll tell you. Certificate of exporting country. Now pretty much at this point, this says everything's been finalized. Everything's been good to go. And if we remember what our doctor said,
at maximum 30 days.
Yeah,
it's
at
valid
maximum.
for 30 days.
Yep. But then here's where it gets a little bit tricky. Once you get to Japan, your pets are going to be in a quarantine. It's not that they're sick. Again, Japan has just very tight regulations because they don't have a lot of rabies cases and they don't want more coming in. Now there's one final process step that you're going to have to take when you get to Japan. And again, this part is actually to avoid another 180-day quarantine when you get there.
Up to 180 days.
Up to 180 days. This isn't strange, but this will help you so you don't have to spend a couple days and 6 months going to get your pet from wherever your pet is being quarantined. So 40 days, at least 40 days before you go to Japan, on the day that you're arriving, you need to send
an advanced notification to the Japanese Animal Quarantine
Services or something.
That way they get the information that you're sending over and they have everything ready. Otherwise, your pet could be quarantined for up to half a year. If you send in an advance notification, from what we understand, they're going to quarantine your pet for about 12 hours max.
Which is a lot less time than 180 days.
Yeah.
By like a lot. So just something to think about, something so you can get your pet with you quicker. Now another little thing that you need to remember, this is just for dogs. You can only have them shipped into 17 seaports and or airports in Japan.
Now this is current as of 2016. When you're watching this video in say 2017, 2020, whatever, it may change. But as of 2016, only 17 seaports and airports except dogs.
Now we don't know why this is. Obviously they're not going to explain it, but think about that if you have a dog. In another video, we're also going to talk about actually physically taking our pets to Japan. We'll keep you updated, obviously.
Yep. We're just at the start of the process. We'll make more videos, more updates about what we learn and what the more intricate parts of the process are.
So we hope this video has actually been helpful, and our blog will obviously go through and list everything that we have mentioned in this video. We'll also link the sites that you need to go to,
which have some pretty handy guides. We'll also link those as well, and pretty much any other information we have so far.
We'll also put a link to a company that our vet told us about that will help you. They're actually going to do the leg work for you to get your pet over there. So we're in the process of contacting them. We'll give you the link and we'll do another video how that one's going as well.
Yeah.
So again, I hope this video has been helpful and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.